What is Manlalakbay na Gurong Mason or MGM? It means Traveling Master Mason in Tagalog. The semi-annual event which brings Masons together from across the United States and the Philippines for 3 days of brotherhood and third-degree conferral is one of the largest Masonic gathering in California, surpassed only by the annual communication in San Francisco. For those who make the pilgrimage to MGM, as it is known, the event is a homecoming of sorts, a celebration of Pinoy-flavored Masonic fellowship and brotherly love. Since its inception 10 years ago, MGM has grown into a massively anticipated weekend, particularly among Filipino-American Masons. Yet, MGM remains decidedly a grassroots affair. It isn't organized by Grand Lodge of California. It has no official membership, structure, bylaws, or governing body. Each successive event is simply put on by a host lodge. Competition for the honor can be fierce. Chosen by a group of past hosts. Charles Cross, the Assistant Grand Lecturer for Division 6, oversees some preparations for the event and helps ensure it conforms to California Masonic Code or CMC. The event began humbly in 2011. An aspiring candidate had asked to be raised while his father was visiting from the Philippines and to invite members of various neighboring lodges as well. Ferdinand Abela, a past master of Unity number 632, posted the invitation on Facebook. And on degree night, 63 Master Masons from California and Nevada, mostly Filipino-American, answered the call. Afterward, those in attendance agreed that the event had been much fun. They wanted to make it into a tradition. The celebration grew quickly. 3 such degree conferrals were held in 2012, an additional 2 in 2013, and 3 more in 2014. Soon after, those in attendance voted to name the event Manlalakbay na Gurong Mason, a nod to the event's Filipino roots and to its many out-of-town guests. MGM then settled into a rhythm of being held once or twice yearly. At the same time, it grew in both complexity and scale. Today, the event includes a full weekend of festivities attended by as many as 500 Master Masons representing more than a dozen jurisdictions. It begins on a Friday with lodge basketball and golf tournaments. There are Masonic lectures held during the weekend, plus tours and sightseeing outings for visiting Masons and their families. And of course, there's a meal upon meal of Filipino delicacies like lechon, as well as a Saturday night event featuring live music, and then a Sunday farewell brunch. Although MGM has become more elaborate over the years, the highlight is still the degree conferral, which happens on a Saturday afternoon. The host lodge has the honor of raising a candidate in front of the assembled brothers, which always makes a deep impression on attendance. Ed Caballero, a master of General Douglas MacArthur Lodge number 853 in Sacramento, which will host the event this year, recalls one MGM where he ran into a degree candidate right after the ceremony. I didn't know him personally, Caballero recalls, but he saw me and hugged me and cried. He said, "Thank you for being there to witness my racing." One of Cross's responsibilities is making sure that MGM's degree conferral follows the procedures set out by the California Masonic Code. But after the lodge is officially closed, other charges are often performed, including the Oklahoma charge and one written in Tagalog. Caballero believes that this exposure to different traditions helps strengthen fraternal bonds between members from sometimes faraway places. The common denominator that binds us together is our ritual, he says. So sharing the ritual validates what we stand for as Masons. That sense of camaraderie echoes the family-focused nature of many Filipino get-togethers. Two important aspects of Filipino culture Cross explains are bayanihan, which he defines as a spirit of communal unity, work, and cooperation, and fiestas, or joyful celebrations. I believe the bayanihan and fiesta spirit is being carried out among the MGM brothers, he says. Although majority of MGM attendees are of Filipino descent, the event is open to all Master Masons and has drawn attendance from many states and countries, including Hawaii, Japan, and Scotland. MGM has been hosted outside California only once, by Genesis Lodge number 395 in Washington in 2017. The 2020 event was scheduled to be held in the Philippines, but COVID-19 dashed those plans. Cross and others hope to bring MGM to the island nation one day soon. In the meantime, they eagerly anticipate the next event. Although the exact timing will depend on the state's reopening, Caballero and General Douglas MacArthur, number 853, are proceeding full steam ahead with preparations. This is finally our year, Caballero says, pointing out that hosting involves a great deal of work with no monetary reward. Attendees pay a small fee to cover their food and commemorative pin and t-shirt. Any leftover funds are donated to affiliated charities. Instead, he explains, the reward is the fulfillment and the enjoyment of knowing that we were able to serve our fellow brothers. Welcome, brethren, to MGM Goes to GDML 853 Year 2020.